Juma, and I am the founder of Epicare Africa, which is a social enterprise that provides assistive technology for people living with epilepsy. And we also provide training packages for the community, that is caregivers of people living with epilepsy and the people living with epilepsy themselves, on the best practices of epilepsy management. What motivated me to start this initiative is because I am a person with lived experience. I have lived with epilepsy for over 15 years now, and I have seen firsthand what people go through, the stigma they face by living with this condition. And I wanted to make a change, especially for people in Africa, whereby there are deep-rooted cultural beliefs that I wanted to change so that no one can go through what I went through again, and someone with epilepsy can know that they are not alone and they can have some kind of support and first-hand knowledge to take care of themselves, and also for the caregivers to take care of their loved ones. The beneficiaries of the community work that we've done are, for example, we've trained around 500 girls in Kibra and around 2,000 girls in Kilifi and Kajiado County on epilepsy management practices. And a huge impact from this is that from Kajiado County, we were able to partner with some chemists, whereby everyone in general can get medication, anti-seizure medication at a much lower price compared to other counties. So this has been a very good drive for the epileptic community. I would like to say one success story is that I was able to come up with an innovation called the EpiGuard, which protects people with epilepsy from oral injuries when they're having a seizure. This innovation, though it's new, it has helped a lot of people, and we have been recognized by other bodies such as Enable and the UN. And I can just say it's something that it's changing the mindset of a lot of people. They're starting to talk, it helps people to talk about epilepsy more in a more open way, and helping them to understand and take care of themselves. Because using this device, the caregiver is more at ease, and also the person living with epilepsy is more at ease. One specific challenge that we've faced is there's still a lot of stigma when you first approach people and want to talk about epilepsy. But we've overcome this, especially with parents who have small kids. We have a cartoon series called Epigirl. She's an African superhero girl, who teaches young children on how to manage epilepsy, and even good practices like don't bully, don't laugh, like help your friends and such like that. So that's one way we've been able to overcome stigma when it comes to children. And when it comes to adults, let me just say, I have a very good team behind me also. Personally, I'm from Kajiado County, and that's where we do a lot of the work. So we've been able to just incorporate elders, people from different age groups. That's like sometimes we deal with people of even like 70 years old and above. And you find in my team, I have one grandmother there, to help me with that. I have the Gen Zs, just to help me communicate with something that people can resonate with when it comes to epilepsy, to make them open up more. Epicare Africa started 2 years ago, and we've gained a lot of traction from that time. So what we want is to be the leading epilepsy management provider in Africa. We want the EpiGuard to be known all over Kenya and Africa, so that no one else can have oral injuries when they have a seizure. As I had mentioned before, that we've trained a lot of young girls from 30 years to around 15 years, 15 to 30 years on epilepsy management. So that's one of the ways that we've given back. And also by taking the initiative to find a way to reduce the price of medication. It wasn't easy. We did over 1 million signatures just to get it to the governor to help in Kajiado County. So this is something very huge for us, and that's one of the ways that we did it, because we saw that it's a problem, and we saw that people will gain more from this. Yeah, not just Epicare, just the whole epilepsy community.